I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for Giovanni Bernard. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
The tackle made by
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Loss of 9 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain.
Winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
I can't believe they even let you play.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Hey, check right, check right. Watch it, rip right. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting? This is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now he's going to swing this one out. The 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards that time to push him up.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
7-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. He's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
39-yard line.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
77. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Eric Ebron.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run with Samuels. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
No spacing. It's our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
a 3-yard pickup.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
41-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Bengals.
First down, here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama.
Burrows.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Bernard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Hopkins' kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was tackled.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
16. Here we go, here we go.
This is Samuels. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run with Snell, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 38, Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
55. Hey, You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check right. Watching you guard. Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round. Burrow on 3rd down. Throw left. Completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Johnson on the return. Gets around him. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jack 16. He's checking credit. Shoot. Check 26, check 26.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On second down, Samuels. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th.
They'll run for it with Samuels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, McFarland. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Yeah. You don't want nothing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Samuels again. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Samuels, the ball.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is has a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ross. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Been there, done that.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
On the play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here we go with Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line. Today's final score, Steelers.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got the party going up.